Hey, welcome to Week 6 of Gridiron Gurus for the Kennebec Journal and Morning Sentinel. I'm Travis Lazarzik alongside Bill Stewart. We are at Kemp Field in Farmington this week where the Cougars are getting ready to face Leavitt High School in a battle of the two undefeated teams in the Pine Tree Conference Class B, Bill.
Sure, and you got to think that the winner of this game is going to have the inside track at the top seed in the conference playoffs, much the same as it was last season. Looking at Leavitt right now, this is a much different team from last year. They've graduated several of their electrifying players from last season, but they're still dangerous, especially on the defensive side of the ball. For Leavitt, it starts with Brian Bedard on the offensive side. He's sort of their utility guy. They like to line him up in the backfield. They like to split him out a little bit. And Coach Mike Hathaway said, "Hey, we like to use him even as a decoy. We use him all over the field, and it's just about getting him the ball."
Yeah, stopping him will be a chore for the Cougars, and they're led by a pair of really good linebackers, Chad Luker and Bradley Jackson. Up back you have Jordan Whitney, Nick Hyde, guys like that. In the secondary, I'm not sure if Leavitt will pass as much as they may have in the past, but they're still a pretty formidable offense to stop. Mount Blue itself is a pretty formidable offense. Whitney's one of the best quarterbacks in the state. 13 touchdown passes and only 1 interception so far. A lot of receivers to choose from. Hyde, Cam Abbott, Luker, tight end Zach Kendall, Bradley Jackson coming out of the backfield. So it should be a pretty good offensive night.
Absolutely.
All right, when we return, we'll be joined by Gary Parlin and a few of the Cougar players. Okay, we're joined now by Mount Blue head coach Gary Parlin and senior captain Zach Kendall. Coach, we'll start with you. Just talk about this kind of the game you've been looking forward to since probably the end of last season.
We have marked this one on our calendar, definitely, and we had a lot of kids last year that said how much fun they had playing in the game, and that's, and there's not pressure in this game because, we're both playoff teams. Pressure is when you get to the playoffs, and, we just expect to go out and play as hard as we can and prepare as hard as we can, and our plan is to maybe be 1 point better than them this time.
And Zach, how much different is this Leavitt team from the one you guys played last year?
I think both teams have changed a lot, us and Leavitt. I mean, I think both of us are geared more towards running the football than last year, Leavitt obviously lost their star quarterback, so they got a newcomer, and so I think they focus a lot more towards running the football rather than throwing the football. So that's it's a big change for us and them,
Okay. Coach, what do you feel like the strength of your team is right now?
I really think I think our defense is really starting to come on. I think our offense was in a little bit ahead of the defense to start the season. We had some skilled guys that had a lot of experience, but we really think that Gardner was a good game for us. Defensively, the last quarter we held them without a first down, and I think it was -2 yards or something like that. And I think our offense still is playing well, but our defense, I really think is the most improved part of our team.
Okay, guys, thanks for being here. When we come back, we'll be talking about some of the other big games this weekend.
Hurry up, Wells. Hey, go ahead, you guys. Walk through your blocks. Ready, go. Walk.
Okay, in the Campbell Conference Class C, Bill, one of the big games this weekend, if not the biggest game, is 4-1 Winslow at 5-0 Maranacook.
Yeah, this is a crazy game and a crazy conference. It's wide open right now. It's anyone's for the taking. Maranacook comes in. Its strength right now is the team's speed. What it lacks in size, especially up front, it certainly makes up for with its speed. They can run the ball and they can throw it too. Jesse Evans comes in. He's averaging about 130 yards a game on the ground and a couple touchdowns. He's had a great season. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can run the ball in this Winslow defense.
Yeah, Coach Mike Savitsky of Winslow called Evans the best running back that probably have seen all season. He's got really a good stable running backs himself in senior Joe Hopkins, junior Zap Guptill, and sophomore Dylan Hapworth. So probably two really good running teams in this game.
Sure, it's a statement game for each one of these teams. And shifting a little bit now to the PTCA, another pretty big game. We're going to have Brunswick versus Messalonskee. Playoff implications obviously on the line as well. Brunswick comes in suffering a tough loss to Coney last week, and of course led by Jared Jensen. He's one of the top running backs in the PTCA. And again, the question is going to be, can Messalonskee stop him?
Yeah, and Messalonskee has pretty much stopped everyone. The last few games, I think they've given up a total of like 35 or 40 yards against Oxford Hills and Everett Little in back-to-back shutouts. Messalonskee played last week without Corey McKenzie, their star running back, had a little concussion. We'll see if he's able to play this week. Even if he doesn't, they're going to just do what they do best, pound the ball with their double-wing offense. You'll see Corey Foy and fullback Jake Stinson get a lot more carries.
Should be a great game.
Should be a good game. So we will see you on the sidelines this week, and enjoy wherever you go, and we'll see you next week on Gridiron Gurus.